Welcome to Weather Impact Live. You look wonderful, Jacksonville. Happy Wednesday. We've been going strong since 4:15 on Good Morning Jacksonville, and we appreciate your company. What we do every day, of course, we do streaming around the clock now. So we got our normal newscast, stream till 9 a.m. I love waking up with you. We did our Cinco de Mayo dip recipe yesterday, shared that on my Facebook. So if you get a chance, give me a little follow there on Facebook. I appreciate it. Any questions you have, I love just hearing from you, but any weather pictures or questions, I love answering as well. As we look outside, though, on our Wednesday, you see a little change in the atmosphere. We have this little bit of haze, a little bit of smoke starting to increase across the area. That's telling us something's up. We got change in the air. It's been beautiful. Chamber of Commerce weather the last couple of days. Now we're starting to see a little bit more smoke, more haze, some high cirrus clouds. You can kind of see it out in Mayport. We put this into motion here. And you can see as we go through the afternoon, we could see sunshine mixed with a little bit of smoky skies at times. And it does look like things heating up, okay? We're talking about a hot day out there. If you want some relief, head to the coast because inland, we're talking about near record highs. So as we look at our weather in a picture, there it is. Linda sending this in on our First Coast News Weather Watcher page. So just a great place to be, sharing pictures, hearing from you, and check it out. There's a lot more where that came from. This is just one of several pictures for our weather watchers. We gave the runner index this morning a 9. I think it should have been a 10 though, because that sunrise was so beautiful with those cirrus clouds out there. And I said, if you're going to get that run done and those steps in, you want to do it early in this type of weather pattern because we've got the heat really building in this afternoon and that runner index going down to more of a walker index, a slow walk, and make sure the dogs have plenty of water and plenty of cool spots. And one of those days where my dogs will be going on a shorter walk with me for sure. And as we take a look outside right now, we're looking outside at 80 degrees already in Jacksonville, dew point of 61. And if you look out here at Everbank, we're getting ready for baseball here in the next couple hours. We got a first pitch in just under 2 hours, 12:05, and there's some of that haze I was talking about with that temperature already on the rise at 80, south-southwest wind at 14 miles per hour. As we take a look at the air quality, we're talking about that haze, and we're starting to see some change across the First Coast that does include the air quality taking a little bit of a dip toward Fargo, Lake City, Columbia County, watching Alachua County, where we, of course, had the new wildfire breakout in southern Alachua County over the last 48 hours. And that was just a kind of a warning sign as to what's to come. Unfortunately, we've had enough of these wildfires, but there could be a few new ones that spring up. And where we're starting to see the smoky air from Keystone to Sanderson to Fargo, some of that smoke will start to move to the northeast, so toward Metro Jacksonville. And that's why over the next couple of days, just keep an eye to the sky. There will be more haze out there, more of a smell of smoke. And that does include areas that have good air quality right now, including St. Augustine, St. Johns County, up to Duval in southeast Georgia. So today's highs, here it is. In springtime, we do get a break in some of that heat, especially along the beaches, and there's today. There's our break. We go 10 degrees cooler from Sawgrass to Michaeler's Landing up to areas of Atlantic Beach and Fernandina. Jack's Beach looking good at 85. Of course, Jack's Beach getting ready for the Donna 5K this weekend at the Seawalk Pavilion. That's still looking good and not as hot, all right? The good news is it starts at 8 a.m. as well, so that always helps. But the big thing to pick out on this map is that you go just inland, you take that drive down JTB and you watch your car thermometer just go up, 85. By the time you get to UNF, 87, 88 to UNF. Town center, you get to about 90. And you keep on going toward downtown. We take that right on I-95 coming up north into downtown, and those temperatures go up into the middle 90s. And you can see the mid-90s really from I-95 all the way through areas of Fleming Island, Palatka, watching the south side, Mandarin. Mandarin, I'm trying to order up as much rain as I can for you this weekend. I know you need it. And then toward Gainesville, a smoky, sunny high of 95. So again, hottest 2 days of the week coming up. When you're getting up to 95 degrees, the air is going to dry out. All right, so look at the relative humidity down to 27% near Orange Park, 32% in Jacksonville. What's changing on this, though, is with that breeze kicking up, you have a sea breeze collision from the East Coast sea breeze and the West Coast sea breeze. And it's unfortunately going to really also stoke that fire risk as well over the next couple of days. So as we look at that, Mayport, you're okay, but you go just inland, and we're watching that high to elevated fire risk once again. Fire danger, next 2 days high, and then near critical tomorrow and then we'll slowly improve as we go Friday into the weekend. That's a good sign. That means more moisture, higher dew points, and better chances of rain. We'll get to that one thing at a time. I know I'm ready to talk about it too. But tomorrow, National Weather Service Jacksonville has issued a fire weather watch, and we don't see this too often. So what this means is likely will become a red flag warning, which means conditions are conducive or favorable for new wildfires out there. And it won't take much. And this does include Duval, Nassau, Putnam-Clay County, St. Johns, Flagler County, and all the way down along the coast here. And you can see we already have all those hot spots going on around the area, but unfortunately, there could be some new hot spots to watch with that fire weather watch Thursday. So we'll watch things carefully. As that wind picks up, that's when we get into some trouble. So look at tomorrow's map. We got the critical fire risk, a smoky haze, and temperatures even at the beaches in the low 90s. So there's no relief here. And the problem is with that flow out of the southwest really starting to increase, that is the problem, along with the exceptional drought and those hot temperatures. Let's take a look at the winds. Well, we look at Wednesday. Today we're more in the south wind, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow, what we have to the north is a front approaching the area. So as the front approaches the area, we're going to start to see, yes, some more circulation in the atmosphere, more movement. It's telling us, yeah, we've got something going on here. I've got a big heat ridge front to the north, and things are going to pick up. So that causes that pressure gradient to steepen. So notice we got those winds picking up out of the south-southwest at times to 10 to 20 miles per hour, maybe some higher gusts. And there it is as we go into Thursday. We see the blues. Anywhere we see the blue, that means the wind is too high. That's not good for fire risk, and we'll have to keep a very close eye on that. High-res smokecast, we said it could turn hazy. So here in our first segment, talking about the fire risk, if you're just joining us, it's high to critical again. I know we've had enough with the fire season, but unfortunately, as we know here on the First Coast, fire season really goes into June. All right, we're waiting on that thunderstorm, the storm season to kick in, and it's going to be a slow go before that happens. So we take a look at the high-risk futurecast, smokecast, elevated fire risk to almost critical, and there it is. You'll start to see some smoky skies out toward Waycross, Folkestone as we go through this afternoon, Keystone, watching areas of Clay County. But really tomorrow, watch this, we wake up. The concern is this: if we go light enough on the winds tonight, we could wake up with some fog, maybe mixing with that smoke. So that's what I'm going to keep an eye on for Good Morning Jacksonville as I wake up with you at 4:29. That's the official start of Good Morning Jacksonville. And that would be from Keystone to Gainesville to Green Cove Springs and up into southeast Georgia. And there it is. As we go through the afternoon tomorrow, that southwest wind, it's going to be a strong wind, and it's going to blow that smoke all the way to the coast here in Metro Jacksonville. So that's what we'll watch. And we're watching. Reason the winds are stirring up tomorrow, a frontal system bringing some big storms to Chattanooga, I-75 and across North Georgia. And we're talking about wine country, seeing some downpours right now. More behind that toward Memphis, Tennessee. You see Dallas, some big storms breaking out to the southwest toward San Antonio. And this is the front. Also making a move toward D.C., New York, and Boston. So if you have any flight plans today out of JAX, there may be some delays from Atlanta into the northeast and even back into Texas and areas to the west, because this is going to be the major player across the country and in our forecast as we head into later this week and this weekend. In fact, this is what we're talking. All right, next 10 days, we got the lower rain chances. We said on Thursday we could get a renegade pop-up shower storm, so don't let your guard. Starting Thursday, we're going to keep an eye on radar, but rain chances still on the small side, and then increasing as we go into Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Really pretty consistent with the models. I haven't really seen any huge changes. I'm seeing both models showing a front. I'm seeing both models showing enough moisture, both models showing scattered showers and storms. So as we look at this forecast, there will be impacts this weekend. When you see the weather impact alert, it doesn't mean cancel your plans. It just means stay weather aware, and that you need to tune in. We'll be streaming and just tracking some scattered showers and storms together. You know, some days we call for rainouts for weather impact alerts, changing your plans altogether. I don't see that this weekend. This is more of a afternoon, late day type pop-up thunderstorm activity. It will add up, is the good news, but it's more of a summer pattern, right? Whenever you're talking mid-90s the next couple of days and a front lane across the area, reminiscent of summer where these fronts just die out. They kind of fizzle as they go south, and they just kind of lay over you. Whatever's left of them just kind of dies over your area. But that actually adds moisture to the atmosphere, and you get ripples of low pressure along that front. And that's why I've increased the rain chance Saturday The only change I made this morning, I went from 60% to 70% now on Saturday. I'm confident we'll at least see one round of rain and keeping it at 60% Sunday and Monday. So for Mother's Day, we are talking about taking care of Mom. I told Julie she could still get some pool and beach time in, but we will keep an eye on the radar with at least a round of showers and storms by late day. So we're going to time all of that rain out for you. Notice we've got Buddy Check 12 day, of course, next Tuesday. But the big thing is high heat, high fire risk the next 2 days, and then increasing rainfall. So stay with us. We still got plenty of action here on your Weather Impact Live. We're going to time out the rain, what it means for Mother's Day forecast, and of course, your big event of the day.
That is the Protector.
This truck is a beast.
It's got all the tools on it. I love how big the tires are.
And this is going to be able to show you the weather around the First Coast like you've never seen it before.
The Protector really is going to help protect the community.
So you can see what it looks like on the ground. And that allows folks to really take action and do something about it.
And it gives us that edge in continuing to be the most accurate weather team.
Sponsored by HananiaAutos.com.
I'm Keitha Nelson. Good morning, Jacksonville anchor and mom of twins, Journey and Trey. I'm on your side, getting you out the door and off to a great start. Make the move to Good Morning Jacksonville on First Coast News. Weekdays from 4:30 to 9, anywhere you watch.
First Coast Living Live.
Bringing you closer to the tastiest food.
The best shopping.
And family fun.
Woo!
Jordan Wilkerson and David Benfield. First Coast Living Live. Weekdays at 11 a.m. only on NBC 12.
We have new details about a heavy police presence in Jacksonville Beach.
Driver fired gunshots along the interstate today, prompting a police chase.
Stream extended coverage on First Coast News Plus.
The First Coast News weather team is here to deliver your most accurate forecast with weather impact alerts to warn you about severe weather and up-to-the-minute information on First Coast News Plus.
The wave of moisture rolls its way on in here.
Our team is the most equipped and experienced to help you prepare and keep you safe.
The First Coast News weather team is always on your side. Stream extended coverage on First Coast News Plus.
My mission is to help you get to where you're going safely. Whether it's helping you beat the backup on 95 or navigating the slowdown on JTB, we've got you covered. Make the move to Good Morning Jacksonville on First Coast News. Weekdays live from 4:30 to 9, anywhere you watch.
Well, great to be with you, meteorologist Mike Pranley, and like to hear from you on Facebook. Send me your questions. I'm just typing in. I'm saying, how are you doing? Are you excited about the rain? Are you as excited as I am? Oh, man, it's been a long wait, so I send that here. So I'll be watching for your questions, but let's get to the forecast today. We talked about really the fire risk in the first block. Now we're talking more about transitioning into the heat and timing out the rain and how much rain is on the way. And, yeah, a couple big events going on. St. Augustine Food and Wine Fest starts today along with the Jumbo Shrimp. So if you're coming downtown, it's hot. It's already hot outside, so I'm thinking as we look at our overall forecast, I like running across the Main Street Bridge before shows and between shows, but today, I don't know if that's a great idea for me. May hold off that run now until sunset. You see low to mid 90s here downtown. Beach temperatures, that's the place to be. It's still going to be hot, and you need the sunscreen with that very high UV index, but notice temperatures low to mid 80s, at least a sea breeze cooling you off a bit as we head through the afternoon. We talked about a couple big events. Charlotte, yep, they're still in town. They're playing the Jumbo Shrimp here, and we've got a lunchtime special. So on a day like today, usually it's cool. You said, all right, yeah, first pitch right around noon. That's cool. You can take off extra work, extra hour off work maybe, and have some hot dogs. But it's going to be hot out there in the sun. Find a shady spot, 87 at noon. And during the game, we could top out into the lower 90s. 3-day forecast shows middle 90s the next 2 days. Watching those rain chances, though, we need some relief from the drought, from the heat, the smoke. And as we go into Friday, things will start to improve. We go from 95 to 82, but we've got to get through some record heat first. Today, near record highs. Notice 94. The record is 96 set back in 2012. 95 tomorrow should break the old record of 1977, where we were at 94 degrees. Now, as far as rain timing, that front to the north is going to take its time getting here. So I was seeing the trend start about 24 to 48 hours ago, a day or two ago, where it shows the front slowly coming down. And this is like a summer pattern. It's trying to budge into this big ridge and try to, it's no match for the ridge. It's like a summertime ridge it's moving into, and that means it'll slow down. And as a result, I think anything as far as rain goes the next 2 days, Thursday, Friday, would be more isolated. Maybe we'll sneak some of that green or rain into Duval County, but maybe not. 0.05 of an inch of rain, and that's about it. We look out towards Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, a different ball game. This is one of our latest models in this morning, still 1 to 2 inches painted across the area. And please, nature, that big bubble, the highest rain, let's take it to Alachua County and areas of Putnam and Clay County. That's where we really need it. This will all be dependent on where those storms fire up, the timing. And this time, I think Metro Jacksonville, the timing's on our side. Remember that front last weekend came through early. We didn't get all the instability and the heating that can really fire it up. This weekend, these storms are going to be heat driven. They're not coming in just the morning. They're mainly the afternoon hours like we see during the summertime. So that's some good news, and we can add up that rain in quite a hurry. So let's look outside. So we got the jumbo shrimp playing at home here, right? We've got the jumbo shrimp baseball. Baseball's never been hotter. But I want to take another look at St. Augustine here, and there it is. Worth another look. We got the blue skies, the Bridge of Lions, beautiful. There's a little pigeon on the left side. There you go, 76 degrees, calm wind. But you know what's happening out in St. Augustine? Yeah, better boating forecast. We got Captain Alvarez that'll check in with us here shortly. Temperatures low to mid 80s. Reason it'll be about 10 degrees cooler along the coast is we've got a nice sea breeze moving in this afternoon by 1, 2 o'clock, and then a beautiful evening just in time for the Food and Wine Fest. That's right. So best food, yeah, and one of the best places you can find the food, and that is St. Augustine. My goodness. All right, we got temperatures this evening just right, mid to upper 70s with the southeast breeze. So one of those nights where you can walk around the fort and you can catch some of the breezes. This actually the event is not at the fort, so you need to know this. So it's at the Ancient City Village, so it's really a 10-minute drive from that fort area. So just keep in mind. So my idea is get that walk in and then head over to the Food and Wine Fest at the Ancient City Village, and that's going. This Food and Wine Fest just getting started today. It goes all the way through Saturday, and if you're wondering the best day to go, well, I think all the days are great. I'm thinking Friday a little better than Thursday because it's not going to be so hot. We have more clouds around, maybe a very low chance of rain, but I like that 86 a lot better than 92. And then Saturday, again, mainly dry, late day storm. So again, this is not a panic button situation where we're worried about all of our plans being washed out this weekend. But with that said, I expect a weather impact alert. There's going to be impacts. People are going to be on their phones. They're going to be streaming. Where's the shower? Where's the thunderstorm? Could there be a gusty storm? Sure. So heads up. Again, we're talking about this weekend. Our best chances of rain Saturday and Sunday. So we got that 60% chance, 83 degrees. And as we look at the extended outlook, let's do it. All right. So there's our front. This is what our weekend rain is depending on. It's going to come south. Now, remember, these are lazy front. This is a lazy front. Like a sloth. We were talking about sloths on Good Morning Jacksonville, and it's not going to move too well into our big ridge of high pressure to the south. And you got another high to the north. I think that high to the north will push it far enough south where it will still drape across our area. So that's the key to the whole ball game. And then notice by Saturday, we could wake up actually with a shower, but I was telling everybody for the Donna, it's looking okay. Maybe a brief shower, but the big round would come with the daytime heating. There you go. So that includes Metro Jacksonville into southeast Georgia with some impacts for our plans. May have a rain delay or two. It's okay. Okay, we're not canceling plans. Prangley's aren't canceling anything, but I'll be excited to see a shower. I don't know about you. All right, I'm going to be excited about seeing a few downpours. But we got that 5 o'clock time frame. We talked about the Food and Wine Fest in St. Augustine with the best chance of late day, and you can see why. With that heating front nearby, voila, bring it on, nature, and let it pour for an hour. We need it. As we go into Sunday, I'm still keeping temperatures much warmer. You know, the model's trying to waffle. We're not waffling here. The front's it's gonna do a little meandering, more of a south wind. So I kept the temperatures right where we had them, mid to upper 80s. Could be some low 90s on the south side, even warmer than that. With the heating again, plenty of moisture in place, front nearby, we will see another round of scattered storms. And then this is it. What's going to clear us out? Old frontal boundary? Well, we got an actual front coming through. So Monday, one of those days, we'll be tracking even maybe some showers on Good Morning Jacksonville Monday. And then that front comes through around high noon. And hopefully we get some more downpours. So I kept the rain chance pretty high 3 days in a row, which hasn't happened in a long time. So Friday we'll start to see an increase, but it's really Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Then we'll start to clear out by later Monday into Monday evening. Big 10-day forecast. Drum roll, please. Here it is. We get some heat relief, drought relief. At least put a little dent in the drought, right? We're also talking about relief from basically, that drought is exceptional. So you need several events like this. So a little better there. And some relief from the smoke. This will clear out the atmosphere a bit after a couple of smoky days on the way. As we go into next week, getting ready for a wonderful week. Okay, so we'll see temperatures at least closer to normal to start. And then, that break in the fire risk probably over by Thursday and Friday as things heat back up to near 90 degrees. So we expected the first couple of weeks of May to bring more of our typical to above normal rainfall, and that's exactly what we're seeing in the 10-day forecast. But we have a lot to stay tuned for here, okay? So we're going to start to work on that Mother's Day forecast, and I'll take any questions you have, and then we'll wrap this up with a bow tie. All right, coming right up.
We have new details about a heavy police presence in Jacksonville Beach.
Driver fired gunshots along the interstate today, prompting a police chase.
Breaking overnight, police are investigating an officer-involved shooting.
Breaking news, a major crash on I-95.
Routine controlled burn got out of control. First Coast News was the only station there.
Stream extended coverage on First Coast News Plus. On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with First Coast News and First Coast News Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage with First Coast News and First Coast News Plus. The First Coast News Plus TV app. Streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time. Track how the weather will impact your day.
Have the umbrella in the back seat, the rain jacket ready to go.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news, live from the scene.
Let's get some breaking news we've been following overnight.
Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. First Coast News Plus, complete coverage of your local news, weather, and more.
The First Coast News weather team has your most accurate forecast with weather impact alerts to warn you about severe weather. Our team is here to help you prepare and keep you safe.
The First Coast News weather team is always on your side. Stream extended coverage on First Coast News Plus.
I want to thank Danae and all the crew here at First Coast News. We appreciate you, First Coast News, and our Weather Impact Live. And very excited about some baseball, some Food and Wine Fest today, and then making sure we hydrate, find our cool spot. Today, I'm going to make sure if I do run, it's going to be closer to sunset, and just take care of ourselves, right? Because as we go into this forecast, it's 2 hot days. We're going to get through this. High fire risk to elevated to critical, and then we'll start to see some relief from the heat, get some needed rain in here, take care of mom. In fact, we're going to get to that Mother's Day forecast. You ready? All right. We got a few more minutes here, and you can see downtown we've got the haze, a little bit of smoke, 80 degrees. We look at the big picture, 12-hour forecast. The heat is on, low to mid-90s, and I'm not Glenn Fry. This is talking weather. And we got for folks coming to the Jumbo Shrimp game, wear your hats, your sunscreen, and even hydrate before you get downtown. You don't want to wait in this forecast. But let's go to the Mother's Day forecast. We have been consistent all week saying we're going to get some rain showers, but we're going to take care of mom. And Julie's looking for some beach time. So if I look at some of these questions here on Facebook, if you're on my Facebook here, give me a follow. I appreciate it. You're going to get your beach time in, Julie. All right, but we're going to keep an eye for some scattered pop-up showers, more like a summer pattern. So, in the summertime when our team calls for Scattered showers and storms, that's what we're talking about. There it is, 88 degrees, and it's going to be mainly late in the day. Sunrise, 6:35. I would like to do a little sunrise walk with Mom, but maybe Mom wants to rest in, and maybe breakfast in bed will do as well. So whatever Mom wants, that's her day. So hopefully she can get some rest, R&R, and get some dry hours in there. Some of the latest models in overnight. This is one version of it. The Euro showing low rain chances Thursday, Friday. This will change, so just a guide. But I like when we see dark greens popping up over Metro Jacks, Brunswick, Waycross showing 1 to 2 inches. But I think overall this trend will go farther south, and it'll be heavier and even more widespread as we get closer. So as a result, it's the high rain chances there Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's really for 3 days that we're going to be watching these storms really fire up with the instability and the daytime heating. The next 2 days, we're not going to see much in the way of cooling showers or thunderstorms. So just know we got 94 near record heat today. And then as we go into tomorrow, of course, we're watching that record high of 95, which would break the old record of 94. And if you're just joining us, we're looking for the skies to turn. Unfortunately, we're talking about things like air quality once again on the lower side, more smoke in the area, and unfortunately, probably a couple of new wildfires can't be ruled out with that red flag warning likely going into effect tomorrow. So already a fire weather watch, and you can see why that wind's really going to start to kick up tomorrow. It's more out of the southwest at 15 to 25 miles per hour. We'll update that. So if you're in St. Augustine, wondering about your Food and Wine Fest, let's do it. Danae, we still got a little time, maybe a minute or two here, but just give folks a heads up that the hottest day of the Food and Wine Fest, definitely on Thursday at 92. If you want some cooler weather, a few more clouds Friday without worrying about much in the way of rain, that's a very low chance at 20%. So some great eating. We'll change that to great eating, 86. And then Saturday would be more of that summer type feel day, low to mid 80s with that pop-up storm and late day storm that could last about an hour or two. So we're not looking for many hours of rain on Saturday, but it will be out there. And if you're coming to downtown Jacksonville the next 12 hours, notice we do have those low to mid 90s here in place, and then some low 80s as we head into especially later on this evening. 7-day forecast. We're going to double up here. First for Jacksonville. There it is, the record heat. There's the storm Saturday, Sunday, Monday. How about the beaches? We got the Donna 5K, Mother's Day tradition, Saturday, 8 a.m. Yeah, we still have got a storm in there, but that's mainly, again, I think, with the daytime heating. So looking good for the runners out there. But we're in a hot pattern when we have 95 for Jacksonville, even 91 on the sand. So, it doesn't happen too often in early May. And then notice the temperatures will cool off a little better, right? 78 Friday and closer to 80 this weekend. So good news, Jacksonville. We've got a wonderful forecast for Mom, and we're going to take good care of her. We've got some beneficial rain in the forecast, but the next couple of days, it's about the heat, the smoke, and that high fire risk. And of course, we'll keep you updated. Chief Meteorologist Lewis Turner will be in this afternoon with an update, so check that out. I'll be with you at noon today. I can't wait to show you all the new models. They're coming in as I speak, and we'll talk more about getting some relief finally from all of this heat, at least a little bit of relief from the drought, and some of those smoky skies on the way. Take care, my friend.